Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for another craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. So, all right, here is what we are working on. So this is the finished embroidery. We're doing the embroidery of the month. And this is how far we got yesterday. We got the little cardinal completely finished. Yep, we got him all done, and I think we're going to start on the branches here today. So that is the plan. Thanks for joining me. Let's get going. All right, let's get right zoomed in here right away. So bear with me here. Okay, so where we left off is we got the cute little cardinal done. Got all my floss sitting here, and I also have my instructions next to me here so I can see what stitches go where and what colors. So I think what we're going to start on now is all of this evergreen stuffs right here. So that is the fresh basil color here. And I think we'll just start maybe at the bottom here. We'll weave in the ends to what we've already kind of accomplished here. And then we'll just start. So now these can be backstitched or just one big stitch. I just did them one big stitch, and I think that's how I'm going to do it again here. I think it's just pretty that way. Then it looks like one needle of the tree. All right, I'm cutting about 18 inches. Probably closer to 24 here. And I am just bopping the ends here again so I can get that separation of the threads, and I'm going to pull out my 3 strands. We're doing the 3 strands of floss again here. So we talked about that a little yesterday. The different number of strands gives you different thicknesses of stitches, and so you can vary them within a piece if you want. I'm just doing them all with 3 strands, so it's like a medium thickness of stitch. All right. Oh, so don't do the brown yet. So I did brown for the face here. It might be a little difficult to see because it's pretty close to the red, but I did brown around the face, and then I had some brown left, so I did the stitches here. But yeah, I'm waiting for the... Oh, okay, Rockin' Robin, I think I know what you're talking about now. So you can stitch the brown in all of these already. I think it's maybe a hair easier to do the green first. And the reason is then when I do the back stitch on top, it'll kind of cover up all the ends of the green that I'll be doing, but you could also do it the other way around. It'll be fine. I think this is just like a little trick to make it just a hair easier. And I've done it both ways too. You can actually stab the middle of the back stitch with the green if you're doing the green second, and that looks pretty too. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the green first, and then I'll do the brown after. So I'm going to just weave into some stitches that are already here. I could go into the side of the cardinal here, or I could go here. How did you put the stencil on? So it's printed on the fabric right away. So Amaze Crafted. So these are the kits, and they're pre-printed on the kits already. So I'm going to go towards where I want to start. I'm just kind of going in the backs of all of these stitches down here. So we used to not have our kits pre-printed. We used to just have like iron-on transfers, which are nice too, because then you can put it on anything. But we've redesigned our kits recently and decided to just have all the fabric pre-printed with the design, just because then you can stitch it like right out of the box. So you can like get in the car and start stitching right away, sort of thing. And we thought that would maybe be a little bit more beginner friendly, and that's where I want to be, is just like that anyone can do this, and we got you, and all that. So I do wanted it to be able to like just do right out of the box. All you need is a scissors yet, but you can use any scissors. You don't actually need like a teeny tiny embroidery scissors. I mean, these are nice just because you can get in there really easily, and they're sharp, and they're little, so that you can just keep them with the project. But if you just have like a big, normal craft scissors, that's totally fine too. All right, so I'm just gonna do big stitches over these lines here. We're just gonna go up and down all of them. Again, you could do back stitches if you wanted like less of a big jump. If you didn't want toe catchers, basically, like that's what we call like really big jumps. We've been kind of calling them toe catchers. Like I can get my nail in here or whatever, but I like the look of just these big stitches, so everything doesn't have to be like all these tiny stitches. So I'm just kind of going up and down and up and down. Go up one side and come down the other, I think. But you could do each side, like go back and forth. Like it doesn't really matter. All I'm trying to do is cover up these lines with my big stitches. There's no like real rhyme or reason to how I'm doing it. Yeah, so all of these, the green stitches, they're gonna kind of like meet on that center line there. And then what'll be nice is we'll go back in with the brown, and then the brown will like cover up all those stitches really nicely. So you can see how they all come to the center there. Here's the finished one again. So here, if we look really close, you can see that the brown, it feels like it's on the top, like it's covering up those stitches. So you could actually do it the reverse. You could do the brown first and then go into the brown with your stitches, and then it would maybe look like the green is a little bit more on top of the brown, or like the brown is within the green. That's actually maybe a good idea too. So either way you want to do it. I think this way with the brown on top just looks really kind of clean and pretty. But I'm thinking it'll look good the other way too. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Having a fun time stitching this guy so far. Oh, dang, Gretchen says, I have become fascinated with napkin folding on TikTok. Learn to make a bowl. That's cool. So that's like my favorite thing about TikTok is like, if you get interested in something, it's gonna feed you those things. Like ever since I started tatting and posting tatting videos, and liking other people's tatting videos, now I got like so much tatting. This is, it's printed right on the fabric, Cheryl. It is kind of like an iron-on process, but I do it for you beforehand. Just to make it more out-of-the-box friendly. There we got our first little frond, or what would we call this? First little bough, first little stick, frond, I think. Frond. That sounds a little ferny to me, a frond fern. Okay, let's just start going down this next side here. Just gonna grab some lines where I can get them. And then we're actually almost out of thread already. I mean, all these big stitches do use up the thread. Actually, they're just going super fast, so we're just going fast with the green, which is nice. I think that's probably one reason why I wanted to do the green here, because these are just big stitches that cover a big, thick area. So I think I'm going to jump over to this one. So it just feels like you did a lot of work really quickly, and sometimes you need those wins. Oh yeah, like a palm frond. So what would you call a evergreen sticks? You have some old patterns. Oh, and it amazes you how long they say. Yeah, so sometimes they're just printed right on and like physically like at a fabric printer, and then sometimes it can be iron-on, and I do like using this, oops, dropped my hoop there. I do like using that stick and stitch, the stick and stitch stabilizer, because you can print directly to that, and then stick it anywhere basically and stitch, which is awesome if you're using like dark fabric or like a sweater or something like that. Then it works really, really nicely. Hi, Crochet with Tella. Thanks for jumping in here. Evergreen branch. Okay, we're gonna go with evergreen branch. That's evergreen bough sounds too fancy, and I feel like I'm not saying it right. All right, we got a few more stitches available to us here, I think, before we gotta start our new strand of floss. So I'm thinking we're gonna use up a pile of green real quick here. Because, I mean, we've been stitching for what, like 4 minutes or something? Maybe a little longer than that, but like we're already done with the thread, basically, where we were at. I can get a couple more stitches out of this, I think. Maybe 2. All right, I'm going to do one more, and that'll be our last one. I'm going to start coming down this side. Oh, a fir branch, that works too. Maybe this is like a Douglas fir, or I forget the kind that my parents got. We helped them pick out their Christmas tree, and there's a specific kind, or maybe like a Fraser fir. Are those are things. They like a specific kind, and so we had to look for that certain kind. It's a kind, if she pops, I don't know if she's watching, but maybe she'll say. But anyway, Mom comes in and watches sometimes the lives. But they wanted the kind that is like kind of sparse, but has like those short needles still, and tall. Well, they all probably grow tall, but like not super full, like more tall than wide. I know there's so many kinds. I'm just trying to think of, like, trying to remember the ones that we saw when we helped them pick it out. Or I'm just weaving the ends in here. Okay, let's just lay the needle down there, snip our excess off, and I think we have our other third, or the other half of the 6-strand embroidery floss here. So we have the 3 strands. Let's thread that, and I'm going to just weave in right where I wove in these ones here. With these big stitches, there's not as much to weave into the backs of, like the back stitch that we did on the Cardinal, but it's still working. It's the 3 times the charm, though, back and forth. All right. Where did we? Oh, I'm gonna have to jump down a little bit, I guess. We'll start right there. I feel like I can smell these almost. Oh, I could get the we could do some scented embroidery tonight. Let's do that. I do have, let's see. I got my brother has a candle company, and he's working on, that's not the one. He's working on some, or he will be. I need to talk to him yet, but like some thread conditioners, and oh, I think this is the one. I think one of them smells like pine. That's the one. So I want to. Yep, this one smells like cookies. That would work too, I think, for this. But the other one's a little bit more floral. So this is that pine-smelling one. So I'm gonna just run this through here quick, because why not? I like thinking of them as scented embroideries using this. So this is actually a thread conditioner. It's 100% beeswax. This one that we're kind of testing. So in theory, it strengthens the thread a little bit, holds it together a little bit. it's been a little sticky, so I'm just trying to work through that a little bit. But ugh, it's really strongly scented, so it's we're kind of calling it like scent. We're making like these scented embroideries almost. So now when I stitch this, it actually will smell like I'm stitching little Christmas tree evergreen branches. So that'll be fun. Yeah, it smells really, really yummy. Okay, let's see. All right, now I'm kind of jumping over to this other branch here because I think we got that one done basically. Oh, they used beeswax on dark fabric. Oh, interesting. Did that help? Like, did they draw with it on the fabric, or they just did it help with the dark fabric? I'm curious. Oh, when they ironed it. Oh, and the wax was showing on the black or the dark fabric. Ooh, that's no good. Oh, the scent, the scented part of the embroidery was missing in the kit. Yeah, I'd like to. So one of the things in our plan for next year, we don't have it quite figured out yet, but we do want to do a little scented embroidery bundle. I have not talked to my brother about this yet, but I'd like to have one of his candles in with an embroidery design like specific to it, and then the little thread conditioner too. So I'd love to make like a whole bundle like of scented embroideries. Like they have one of their candles is called like forage. So like how cute would like a little embroidery kit of like mushrooms be, like sweet little mushrooms with, you know, their forage scent. And I don't know what it smells like though, but I just like the name. I'm sure it smells really good. All their ones are yummy still. I'm gonna run out here, and now I'm down here. When I need to get all these guys up here, I'm gonna have to jump up there, I think. And I kind of all of a sudden started going back and forth too, which is fine, but here I'm gonna stitch this one, and then the one next to it, and then we'll jump back up here. Fresh dirt after a rainy day, that, you know, would not be a bad smell. I like all those kind of earthy scents. I mean, like floral and citrusy scents for the home are nice, but sometimes just like that yummy, earthy, warm smell is, I don't know, I think that'd be a great candle smell. I'll have to find out the real scent of that. I wonder if it's like a fresh rain sort of smell, forage, or maybe it's kind of like, yeah, leafy, or maybe like a musk sort of smell, like a men's perfume sort of muskiness maybe. I don't know. All right, I'm going to even crawl over here more into this other branch just because I did just kind of not do this branch here, and I want to get it with this floss still if I can before I start a new strand. I'm trying to work my, like do a little wash over the whole thing, starting at the top. Is it a pillowcase? So I am it's not anything right now. So this is just, it's a 10-inch piece, or 10.5-inch or so piece of like cotton muslin fabric. So I could stitch this, I could like applique this to a pillow afterwards. If I wanted. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. So, or like a cute little ribbon comes with the kit if you want to actually use the hoop as a frame. So you could just kind of hang this up somewhere if you wanted. Lately we've been like making little zipper pouches out of our embroideries and just whatever we're feeling like it, but we should make another pillow again. That was fun. We did that with one of our bunny embroideries. That was really fun. Should just decorate all our older pillows here. Just make little coverings for them. That'd be nice. All right. We'll go up here. Good. I was able to get this branch done with the floss that I'm currently using here. Maybe I can get these other three little, or like, oh, there's one up there too. Ooh, I was gonna, almost didn't see that one. I was thinking maybe we can get these other 3 needles done, but I don't think we're gonna have quite enough floss for that. We'll see what we can do. So these little ends, those are gonna be single chain stitches, and those are actually with the lighter green. So those little teardrop shaped guys are gonna be a different color green. I think we'll do the brown stitching first. Yeah, I think we'll do that first. Ha! I'm totally have enough floss for this. Yay! Okay, this is for sure the last stitch, so there we go. And I'm gonna weave in the ends, but we got that whole area going. So I think it'll probably take at least that much floss to finish down there. Ooh, see, not much to grab to like weave into. I think I'm gonna actually jump over here. This looks like there's lots of little stitches I can go in. So I'm weaving back and forth 3 times to finish off my floss here. You enjoy the zipper pouches, Sylvia? Yeah, I think that's I'm just kind of hooked on those. Although I still have all the ones that we made just kind of sitting around here, which means maybe I didn't really need them. So I need to like figure out what I want to put in them all again. Actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, I should one of them should be for like tatting supplies, because I don't really have a place for the tatting stuff yet. So I will one of them will have to be for tatting for sure. All right, I'm getting another 18 to 24 inches. I feel like I go every single time I'm measuring, just because I'm like guessing at what 18 inches looks like. I'm getting a little greedy with it. I think I have closer to 24 inches. That just means my arm has to go a little bit farther, which, you know, is more repetitive stress. And the longer the thread, the more it's going through the fabric, which means that it's getting like rubbed, like friction on the thread, so it can kind of, I don't know, deteriorate the thread a little bit if you're using a super, like a 3 foot long or like 6 foot long, whatever, long piece of thread of floss, that can actually wear down the floss by the time you get to the end of it. So I've just been doing these shorter bits, 18 to 24 inches. That seems to be good. All right. Needle is hanging out right here. Oh, let's use the thread conditioner again. Oh, and I put it back with the other ones. Now I gotta smell them all again. Oh, now I can't tell. Oh my god, maybe I just am the worst smeller that could be. Nope, that's definitely the cookies. I want the evergreen one. Oh yeah, and that's like a yummy kind of floral, peony floral. So yeah, so this is the evergreen one. My nose is playing tricks on me. I'm like, oh no, is this the one? I don't know. Oh, you're gonna give it to your mom for Christmas. Oh, fun. Still think like Cardinal is such a nice thing for the winter. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the trees, in the snow. I love the trees in winter where it's just, I mean, like, not everyone likes this, but I do like the like gray sky and the gray ground that, or like the white sky and the white ground that match, and then like these dark gray trees in the horizon. I do like that look. And then when you have like that bright pop of red for a cardinal sitting in that dark gray. I just think that's so pretty. It's a nice winter look, I think. Alright, so I'm just going to try and grab some threads here to weave into to start up again. Now, if I did do all of the brown, those back stitches, those make a lot of stuff to weave into the back. So if I did those now, like traded off green and brown, then this part would be a little bit easier weaving in the ends. But this is fine. And we're gonna have tons of stitches going over this too. Like when we do the brown is gonna go right on top of this, so that'll hold down all these stitches too. All right, back up here. I'm working up here, and then I'll catch this one down here and go up and down again. All right, got a plan. I think I'm gonna actually change how I'm holding it just to, I like being able to feel, with my left hand, I like to be able to feel the stitches as I go. So I'm just getting a little bit better of an angle. Oh yeah, Noah Leans is her from Australia. Christmas is in summer. Yeah, I think that's how people must feel in the South here too. I don't know for sure, maybe not, but yeah, I lived in California for a little while, and it was just weird, just not having the 4 seasons, or I mean, I'm sure, you have the 4 seasons, but like opposite us. But so that's a different thing altogether. But yeah. It just wasn't the same as our little Midwest winters here. I'm going to get these 3 on the other side here. It does smell like Christmas trees, so nice. Ooh, Amy says, I vote for an apple-scented candle embroidery. That would be nice. Ooh, that'd be real nice. Oh, Amaze Crafted says, LOL, I'm in Arizona, so 59 high is cold for me. Yeah, yep. Oh man, you guys, it's supposed to get to be 50 here tomorrow. So remember 3 days ago or something when I said it was like a -15 wind chill? It's gonna be 50, and I think we might actually get a thunderstorm. So a Minnesota thunderstorm in mid-December is pretty dang crazy town. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Ugh, that just means everything's gonna be so slippery too. Hope it gets itself out of its system before the holidays, because I don't want to be driving in a bunch of icky stuff. I just started on this one, even though it's not at the end, but I started because it was closer to where I left off than this short one. So I'm just gonna go down and up again, I think. Down one side of the branch and then up the other side. Oh dang, Lynn says southern Wisconsin is supposed to be 67 tomorrow. Holy buckets, that is freaking summer. That is a summer evening right there. Sheesh. It's insane. What the heck? So it was really nice out today, but it was, high 30s maybe nice, not 50s nice. So that's supposed to come tomorrow, but yeah, it's supposed to rain too, so I don't know. And then, like I said, we just got that 15 below wind chill the other day, and 9 inches of snow on last Friday, so it's just so silly. Oh, Gretchen, thanks. Gretchen says these pine needles couldn't be any cuter. Oh, that's nice. Dang, northwestern Illinois, too, is going to be around 70. Well, I suppose that's about the same area. Sheesh. Oh, it's supposed to break all records for December 15th by 12 degrees. What? Yeah, it's insanely warm. Oh man, even if it's pouring outside tomorrow. So I've been trying to do my my 4 p.m. walks every day, no matter what the weather. And so there's been a few days where it's been kind of blustery and windy. But I've been trying to force myself to do it. So I got like my outdoor pants that I put over my indoor pants in case it's cold, and I got I put my boots on and my socks on, my wool socks, and I have like my winter coat, and then I even like throw my raincoat on top of that, so I'm like super mega bundled. So I'm trying to get used to putting on all that stuff so that if I do go walk and the weather is super crappy, it's just part of my normal thing. Like, oh, so the weather's crappy. Oh well, I still gotta go out and do it. So I have like my system down of putting on all the stuff, which actually takes forever. And it's been warm, so I have to undo a lot of it. But even if it's pouring, I'm doing it tomorrow, unless there's like lightning and it's like scary out. But gonna get that walking, and man, if it's 50 degrees in a rainstorm, it's still just gonna be super nice out, that heat. Oh, you wish the pattern was a little darker. So we've switched them up. I did have them lighter. We made the stitches. We made the lines a little fatter and a little darker. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get them much darker than this. But yeah, I am trying to get them dark. Your lighting might affect that a little bit too. I mean, yes, they could be darker, but if you like triangling your light in a different way, and that might help out a little bit, hopefully. Okay, and starting up this side. I might have enough to go back up the other side of this one. But hey, we're almost done. This is all there is for this green too in this piece. So we'll be done with the green, the dark green. There's another green in this. What do I do when I run out of thread? I weave in the end, so I'm almost out of thread now, so I'll show you. I weave in the backs of stitches, and versus tying a knot. I don't like having knots on the back of my embroidery just because my thread always catches on them, or when I'm stitching like up out of the fabric, it'll like pull some of the little ends of the knots through, which is annoying. So I like to weave in my ends instead of tying knots. So I'll weave in these ends. It's almost time. I'm almost out of floss here again. I think I can get like one or two on this side here. One more, I think. Oh, good, and we do have another we do have more thread here. All right, let's flip it around. So you can see I've done it here and in other places too. Whenever I get done with the thread, like when I have like maybe 3 inches or so left, I come to the back and I just try and grab as many backs of the stitches as I can, and I go back and forth doing that like 3 times, and that kind of locks it in. It's almost like tying a long knot across stitches. So just like that, so my 3 times, and then I will just snip it, and you can snip like real near the stitches there. So that is giving me a nice clean back. with no knots to catch on, and that's the main thing. It's annoying knowing when your thread catches on knots. So all right, I have my other thread here, and oh man, I set this in the same spot again. What am I doing here? I'm gonna have to smell them all again, you guys. I don't want to mix up. I want this to be the evergreen smell. Oh, that's the cookies again. That's a strong one. There we go. All right, I'm gonna set it in front of me this time instead of with the other ones. So I'm just using this thread conditioner again. You don't need this. I'm just, it's less of a thread conditioner in my head and more of a scented embroidery in my head. Like we're scenting adding some yummy smells to our floss. So I'm just kind of playing around with that. So I'm hoping to carry those soon in the shop. Like I said, my brother has a candle company, and he made them as little test samples for me. Okay, let's weave in the end here. Again, so to start the next round, I also weave in the end, and since I have like a nice little spot going right there, I'm just trying to grab as many threads as I can. And again, I'm going 3 times. Okay, and then we're ready to go again. Start right there. I'm angling it a little bit just so my hands can feel the backs of the threads. Like when I'm holding it upright like this, my hand can't reach all the way. So when I'm on this side of the embroidery, I do kind of like rotating it just so it's comfortable holding the hoop with my left hand, and I can still feel the stitches as they go through. Amy says we had thunder last weekend in New Hampshire. So strange when it's cold. Yeah, it's been weird. And then like, oh my God, you guys, those tornadoes that went through, or the one tornado, or what did that end up being? Was it like a massive, like several tornadoes, or was it really just one tornado that went across all those states? Like that's crazy to me. Like in my head, so like, you know, I'm in the Midwest here, right? So we don't have there's actually there's a TikTok going around where it's, you know, Minnesota people or Wisconsin people like shoveling and in like their 16 inches of snow and just going like, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have alligators, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have alligators. And that is for sure. And then like, you know, in the comments, they're like, or giant spiders. So that is a huge benefit. Like the only major you know, storm type thing we have, if you don't include like snow, blizzards, which, you know, is its own crappy thing, but is tornadoes. But in my head, like tornadoes are like the worst of all storms, but they're so concentrated that it's just, you know, you're gonna be randomly hit, right? Like one side of the street could get it, but not the other side, versus like a hurricane, which is like a whole vast area. So when a tornado is a huge vast area, that's super duper duper scary. So what the heck? Weather is getting nutso everywhere. All right, I'm definitely gonna have enough thread to finish up these last little needles. So then we're done with the green part of the evergreens. I think I am going to do the brown next, just because that'll just finish this all nicely. Actually, that might be what we get done today, is just these branches here. It's already 9:10, you guys. What? It's going by quick tonight. But look, we got a whole segment filled in with stitches, so that's nice. I do like that. Feels good when you feel like you got a lot done. That's kind of what I start with the little character first, because getting that done makes you feel like, oh yeah, we got the fun part done, and now we're on a roll. Now I'm just doing the part where it feels like we filled up a large space at once. Great, that's that. It's looking pretty. It's almost like a herringbone. Like if you do it this way, and like if you saw it on a sweater or something, they're like this. It's almost like a herringbone design. It's kind of fun. All right, so let's weave in the ends. Let's just grab some of these stitches here. Oh, I'm having a hard time snagging them. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, let's snip that. We have lots left over, but I was going to say that we can use for later if we need it, but we don't need it. That's it for that color. So, all right, I am going to pick up more of this brown. We had a little bit left over, so that's why I have this like one little piece. And I think, yeah, we got to start. Oh no, I do have a second half of one here. Good. So I think I will. See, I still have this little area to do. But I think I'm going to just continue this line, and I'll just start going up these stem area, or these branch areas. Just trying to like map out my plan here. I think we'll just go all the way up and then work on the branches coming down like that. I'm sure we'll be out of floss by that point. All right, let's use more Christmas tree smells. So again, this is just beeswax and like food grade beeswax and cosmetic grade scent. Organic beeswax. So they use really nice materials, which is cool. We'll get going. Oh, I was thinking, I got distracted, but with the, if you do get like beeswax or something on fabric, like from something like this, like if you did press it or something, someone mentioned like pressing onto a dark fabric and the beeswax got everywhere. I think you can, I mean, I haven't tested this, but I think you can put like a paper towel on top of it and then keep pressing it, and it'll suck up the beeswax, I think, a little bit. But yeah, I should try that out. Try this out on some dark fabric and see what happens. Because yeah, don't want that. Ooh, smells good. All right, so now I'm just gonna do a back stitch up along these lines here, and there's kind of like a main kind of almost center branch, so I'm gonna go up that first, I think, and then get all of these sub branches coming off of it. So, and this is why I like stitching the like centers of branches after all these lines. So I'm trying to avoid coming up in the same spot as an evergreen, so of one of these evergreen needles. So I'm not going to come up right here, because I actually want the look that these brown lines are going on top of all those points where it meets the thread, or meets the line in the middle, the branch. So I am going to avoid going right where another one of those green needles are, so I can kind of cover it up. So like this stitch that I'm going to do right now is going to cover up the opening hole, basically, of that green needle, evergreen needle. So it's going to make it look like this brown branch is on top, which I think is cute. I actually think it would probably be nice the other way too, like if you actually stitched the needles right into the evergreen needles right into the brown. Actually might look a little more natural. But we're doing it this way. Okay. Oh, you guys, we got some more vintage embroidery hoops in the mail, so I'm hoping to list those. I have to take photos of them yet, but I'm hoping to get some of those listed tomorrow. So we ran out of all those like vintage metal hoops, and we're even going to have like some oval ones too. So I scoured the internet lands for more of those vintage hoops and got a few in this week. So if you were waiting for one of those, they will be up soon. But they're just so cute. I like using those to, I don't use them to actually stitch with, which, you know, maybe I should, that'd be fun. But I do like using them to frame it. Oh, Pam says, I love the vintage oval hoops, and Gretchen says, ooh, count me in. So if you guys, probably the best way to do it, because I don't know if we'll do an announcement or anything, I'm just going to they'll just be listed randomly either tomorrow or later in the week. So the best way to know like exactly when they're posted would be to go to the listing that's live right now. I think we have one up still that says sold out on the website on penguinandfish.com. If you click on it, so you're on the product page for it, and then click add me to the wish list, then the moment we update it and put it live again, or we change the quantity, you're going to automatically get an email. So that's probably the best way to know if we've done something. And then I think we're probably also going to put all the circle ones in one listing, and then you'll have a pull down menu for what size and style you want, and then we'll probably put the oval ones in a second listing. We just have a couple of those. So if you get the wish list email, or if you like add me to the or the restock, like let me know when it's back in stock, whatever that button says under the sold out. If you get that one and you wanted the oval one, they're probably going up at the same time. So if you get the wish list of one, then you'll get the email for both. That makes sense. So anyway, we got a bunch of them, and I think they're pretty cute. They're just really sweet. That's like what my that floss thickness guide that I have, that's in one of those oval vintage hoops. And guess we will jump down to this branch here. It just looks like warm and pretty with this brown in here, I think. I think a light green would have maybe been nice too, but this warm brown is making me happy. Maybe it's just the evergreen smell that I'm smelling now with that thread conditioner. Definitely adds to the experience of stitching, just having a little scent there. I like it. I think actually my brother and his girlfriend who have the candles, I think they're putting together like a little scent pack for wholesale orders and stuff that they'd send to places. So maybe we can get one of those, and then we can choose which ones we think would be kind of yummy for the shop. scents you might want for this. All right, I think I'm gonna just leap down here and start this one. I'm hoping I have just enough thread to finish this row, this stem. Yeah, might be shy, just like a stitch. Oh, I might have enough. We're gonna do this in like 2 stitches, just because normally I think I would have done 3 stitches here. Ugh, I'm still gonna do 3. What I was thinking, I'll just do 2, then I'll have enough floss, but we're gonna force it. We're gonna do 3. Just trying to get just in the right spot here. There we go, that looks good. Okay, let's weave in the ends there. That's looking pretty though. It's gonna be a little mystery in my head how I'm gonna get to that piece down there without like jumping up or like having a crawl behind stitches for a while to get down there, but we'll figure it out. Oh, actually, you know what? We have all of the pine cones are brown too. I was thinking this is it for the brown, just these little branches, but we have all of the pine cones yet to do with the brown. So that's how we'll be with the brown for a while. So we'll, yeah, as we do this, then we can just jump up and do the last part of that stick. Okay, good. I feel better. All right, let's get, oh, we have to get a whole another piece of thread started from the skein. So let's get our 18 inches or so, and we'll get this started. It's close to 9:30 already, which is crazy. I feel like it flew by today. So we'll get to where we can, and then we'll just pick it up right away where we left off. So let's see, it's only Tuesday. Let's say we get all this done, or almost done. So then zoop, zoop for Wednesday. Maybe we'll get a few of these done Wednesday, Thursday. So we might actually get done Thursday yet. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at estimating the time of these things, so we'll see. We might still get done on Thursday and have a one extra day. So getting my 3 strands out of here. There we go. Oops, so this guy is ready for later. And let's put these 3 strands together and we'll be good to go. We'll run it through the thread conditioner again. Really, I mean, like, I don't typically use thread conditioner a lot. It's kind of a new thing for me. It's more about making a scented embroidery. It's just being fun. Oh yeah, Gretchen. So Gretchen says I found the round, the vintage embroidery hoop, not the oval. Yeah. So we don't have the oval one listed yet. We don't have that one up. But if you go on the remind me or like tell me when this is available again button, I forget what the exact wording is. But if you click that, there will be a different listing for the oval ones. But if you get the email for that the round one's back in stock, then just know that most likely at the same time we've put that other listing up as well. So it's just the way to be the first to know, because I don't know if we're really going to make a formal announcement that we have them again or anything. But once we put them live, then, or once we add more quantity to the one that's sold out, then it automatically sends an email out. So that's the true way to be the first to know, especially on limited items like that we only have like 1 or 2 of some of them. That's the best way to do it. All right. So I'm using that pinch method still, pinching the end of the thread and then like unpinching slowly, and the moment I see that, we're getting our thread on top of it. or the eye of the needle on top of it there. Ooh, it smells so good. All right, so let's see. Let's map this out a little bit. If I start here, then I end up here, then I can jump 1, 2, 3. Or if I start here and go here, then 1, 2, 3. I think I kind of like that better. Then I can weave in the backs of these stitches. Let's do that. So 3 times. Okay, 1. It smells so good. When it says 1 unit for the needles, does that mean 2? So for the packs of needles, yep. So it comes in a pack of 2. So if you're ordering like a quantity of 1, it's really 2 that come as a pack. Oh, Marsha's saying, should I do that for the tatting shuttles too? Definitely. Then you get notified when they're back in stock. Yep, and that will be an easier one for us and they should be actually here. I checked the tracking for the tatting shuttles today. It said like 10 days. That's not always 100% accurate, but they take a while to get here, so those should be soon. And also the needle threaders, those. Oh, we only have 1 left of the needles. Okay, so we just actually, we have to update the quantity. We actually just made a whole pile more of them, so we do have more of the needles. But yeah, it comes with 2. So yeah, right when I'm done here tonight, I'll update that quantity. We do have a pile more now. We were getting pretty low, but we made a bunch more. All right, good. Thanks for the reminder. But yes, for the tatting shuttles, if you click the, tell me when it's available again, whatever that button is, I totally don't remember what it says. But yes, you'll get that auto email when we update the quantity, and then you'll be the first to know. And then all the colors will be there again and stuff too. Will it let you order more? It might, Gretchen. That's a setting that we can put, like, can people order it even if we don't have the quantity? It might let you order more. It'll just show as like a negative on our side, but it won't matter to your side. So theoretically, you can do that. But I think it'll be fine. If it doesn't let you order more, then we messed up that setting, and I'll have to change that too. But yeah, you should hopefully be able to order more than 1, even if it says the quantity is just 1. But I'll right when we're done here, I'll update that. So I think I'm going to finish this branch here, and we'll probably call it an evening and jump down to these branches tomorrow. But I mean, we didn't have any of these branches at the beginning of the day, so I feel like we got a ton done this evening here, or at the beginning of the live here. It's coming along. I do think this one's super cute. Gotta throw some of these cute embroideries in with the like pretty florally ones, I think. It's kind of both. You kind of get the like plants and the cute stuffs. All right, I think that's it for this evening. Like I said, I think we got a whole pile done. I think it's looking real cute here. So that is the deal for tonight. So tomorrow, there. Hello again. So tomorrow we will continue on this some more, and we will, I think, get all the evergreens done for sure, and maybe even the pine cones. So the pine cones are down there. I think that'd be fun to try and finish. Then we'll get all this brown color basically out of the way. So that is the plan. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. and we will continue on this. Oh yeah, I got my hair cut today. So I got donating my hair again, so it finally got long enough to chop. I kind of, you know, I want it like this, but like here, but I needed to cut like a little extra off just to get the number of inches for donating. But the other day I'm like, I can't handle it anymore. We gotta go make appointments, and I was able to make an appointment like right away. So John got a haircut too. So we got the hairs done. So that was my afternoon adventure for today. So thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. So I'll be short again for a little. I don't even know if I can put it back in a ponytail. Oh, just barely. That's good. It freaks me out when I can't do that. I didn't test that yet. So awesome. So thanks again, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good night. Oh, let's see it. So hold on a sec. I'm seeing you guys on TikTok here. Let me stop my other streams. There we go. All right. I'll show you.